Good morning, everybody. Let me go first. Good morning, everybody. Joe and I are out at Michaux State Forest here on the Memorial Day weekend. We're going to tackle some trail, most of which is listed as green, easy trail. I did some scouting on foot yesterday on some intermediate level trail, and I'm not sure what scaling they use, but that trail would have been nearly impossible on a bicycle, even if it wasn't overgrown and with a lot of fallen logs. But that notwithstanding, we're leaving from the T-Berry parking area, which is actually the horse camping. It's not the best place to park for mountain biking. A lot of the best mountain biking trails are pretty far from here, but we're just out having a fun weekend, so it's not really mountain bike geared. So we're just going to go see if we can keep Joe on the bike instead of on the ground.
Yeah, for the...
Just remember, this is where the trail gets serious. Watch for the tombstone rocks. Right out of the chute down this trail, you get to some really nasty downhill, which we may have to dismount for. It's not too bad up here at the top, but toward the bottom there's a section that is rocky and steep. That wasn't as bad as it looked on foot. We're just gonna take a quick pause here and wait for Joe to catch up and get these spider webs off the face that I've been eating since I started down the trail. And take 5. Downhill sections like that get the heart rate up real early on a trail ride. Most of this trail isn't real difficult. I hiked a good bit of it yesterday. Got a whole bunch of buddies out. We're all camping, and I got my miniature horse with me. I couldn't bring the big horse this time because the guy who brings most of the equine camping gear could not make it this year. It was very disappointing for everybody, but we're still having fun. And it's so peaceful up here, with the exception of the wildlife noises at night and my horse being a little angry that she's all alone. It's been super quiet. If you ever get a chance to camp at Michaux, I definitely recommend it. Although if you're out for mountain biking, you might want to try a parking area that's more designed for mountain bikers. Uh-oh. That was a little sketchy getting across.
Damn, I tried to go around that.
And Joe didn't quite make it.
Didn't work. Did not work.
Right as you cross Cold Springs Road and head up the trail here, you notice this is basically a quad track. It's mostly designed for horses and snowmobiles in the wintertime. It's not exactly what you would call exciting mountain biking, although there are some parts of it that can be. It borders a trail called Pigtail, which has a very low popularity rating for a reason. it's overgrown and really hard to follow right now. Even on foot, we were having difficulties. And we are going to pace ourselves going up the hill here. And that's the reason why I'm leading instead of letting Joe go first. He doesn't know how to pace himself for the longer rides. And sadly, this is only our second ride out this year. So we are both still horrifyingly out of shape. Should make the riding more entertaining. I picked a route that has all the trail with any actual rock or features for the way out. And then on the way back, we will just be going up a dirt road. So it'll be uphill the whole way, but it'll be an easier, slow chugging uphill. I probably won't even film that just because nobody's gonna watch me huff and puff up a hill for 3 miles. You all right back there? Anybody wants to message me, they can wait.
I got my dog back there, so I want to make sure.
You have experienced dog handlers back there, they'll be fine.
Most likely, yeah.
And if not, oh well. I'm sure in the long run everybody will be safe. Bodie will probably sleep better tonight from all the anxiety.
Yeah.
I know Star is finally coming to terms with being out here alone. Last night, she didn't whinny as much as she did the previous night. You should have seen her get all up and crazy when those other horses showed up for riding. That was funny. Trying to keep the bike out the dang multiflora rose. Yep, you gotta watch the ground.
Slid me.
Yeah, I slid a little bit too, but I was expecting it. Just a nice quiet park if you're not looking for a whole lot of yeehaw. Someday, Joe, you and I will drive up here and hit the popular trails.
Okay.
But we'll make that just a day trip. Probably use that as a prelude warm-up to the bike bash.
Okay.
So there's one thing you get plenty of up there at the bike bash is rock. Someday I'd like to take you on Rocks Ridge, but that's going to be a couple years, I think. That's a trail I can't even clear because it's a black diamond for a reason. Squirrel. Raspberry bushes everywhere. In a couple of weeks, that'd be a good thing because you eat your way around the trail.
Yeah.
It's amazing how many times I've come up here and I never see anybody on the trail when I'm out. But yet the trail, you can tell it's relatively well worn in for a wide open trail like it is. Oh shit!
Yeah. Nice size puddle.
Not going fast enough to bunny hop that one. Watch the mud up here, it's a little sloppy. That was Star's drinking hole on the way out. And on the way back from the second hike, we went past that and she's like... Poor Gage, I just hiked him half to death yesterday.
I believe it. Good for him.
Yeah, it is.
You get him in shape.
Or kill him, one of the two.
Probably get him in shape before you kill him. He's only 25.
Yeah, I heard you almost killed him the first time out.
Yeah, I didn't do much. I mean, there's a lot of uphill, but...
That's what killed him yesterday. He was fine on stuff like this, but we came up that one down. Well, in this direction, it would be a downhill. Came up that one nasty section. He was at the top. He was like,
What? So his feet held up?
yeah, pretty much.
As we were walking on the sand, his feet hurt.
Yeah, he's a little sore today.
It's his ankles. He needs to strengthen his ankles.
Well, thankfully, he's wearing high top boots, although he doesn't have them tied as tight as he really should.
No, he needs to. Definitely needs. No, he doesn't need to wear high top boots. He needs to strengthen his ankles.
Oh no, whenever you're hiking, especially over rough terrain, you always want high top boots.
He still needs to strengthen his ankles.
And you still will, it's just, you have that extra measure of safety for not breaking an ankle if you twist it wrong.
Maybe in the beginning, I guess.
Aaron's out there in sneakers. He only made the first short hike. After that, he was too sore.
I was like, you're going to be breaking your ankle. Breaking your ankle, that means you got some really weak ankles.
I've seen it happen. It don't take much to have a bad day. Of course, you and I mountain biking, that's really good for the ankles.
Yeah.
And of course, I walk 40 hours a week for my job, so hiking has no challenge to me till I hit the rough stuff.
Yeah, my walking at work is all on flat concrete, so.
Yeah, it just don't count for much. I mean, the concrete will toughen you up a little bit, but
I walk a few miles a day at work,
it's not the same, you know. Even the walking I do is usually in neighborhoods. Sometimes you get nasty hills, but it ain't like being out in the woods. Yeah, you can't see them under the grass.
We came down this way.
What's that?
We came down this way.
Yeah, we did. We went the other direction.
More gradual uphill.
Yeah, soon we're going to get to that short, punchy downhill for a little bit, and then it will flatten back out till we hit the crossroads. Or as I like to call it, the first bailout point. Once we get to the top, we'll stop. That looks like a good spot right over there. You all right back there?
Yeah, I hopped that stick back there.
Okay.
Smaller part of it.
He's doing weird things in the woods back there, folks. He's hopping logs.
That was practice.
Told you to eat some breakfast.
I had an apple. I have snacks with me.
Uh-huh.
I'll just need some breakfast.
I had 2 bananas and an apple. I'm eating light this weekend. Mostly because I didn't have any more room in my car for any kind of cold storage.
You gotta have a small floor.
I got one, I just couldn't fit it in the car. That car was packed between the horse and all the stuff I needed for camping.
Yeah, true.
If I didn't bring the horse out, I had plenty of room.
You can't really put anything in the back of hers.
Not a lot. I mean, there is some space back there. But it's got to be stuff that can't be damaged on impact. Low bridge. Downhill. A little bit downhill. Might have put too much air in my front shocks. Bike feels pretty balanced though. Oh, a stick come up and caught me right in the knee. Yee-haw. Stop here and wait for Joe. There he is. He's not too far behind me. First crossroads. If you go to the right, it goes down a really bitchin' downhill. Ends up out on a dirt road that you can go to the right and just go straight back up. Go to the left and you go down the hill farther. We have opted to go further down the trail. Instead of going right, we're going to go left and see what this one looks like. According to the geology and topography, I'm going to guess that it's going to be predominantly downhill. I could be wrong. I have been wrong before. That was a fun downhill though. Yeehaw.
A lot of evasion. Like I said, good practice for evasion techniques.
I might have to soften my front shocks back up a little bit when I get back to the car. And that was a little stiff in the front end. I should have pulled the ring on it and seen how much travel I'm getting. This will also be good scouting for the next time we have horses, because if this just goes down to the road, we can certainly do that on horseback. some light rock, not much to speak of. A little bit of an uphill here. Got the right air in the rear, it's tracking nicely. I think 5 pounds out of the front, I'll be set for the weekend. You all right over there? Oh boy. Ah. That's a good place to hang up for a second. Whew. So I looked at the trail map, and actually this trail is predominantly uphill, but it's not super bad, so we should be all right. Oh shit. Nope. We walk from here. Punchy rock garden from the looks of it. Probably be fantastic in the other direction. No, in the other direction, this would probably be painful. Whew. Yeah, that would have been exciting uphill. It's a good thing we stopped when we did. This looks like a good place to get back on. Climbing stages. If it wasn't for these trees, it'd be a hell of a view from up here. Looks like we're up along the ridge line. Explains that section of rocks we came over. Watch them tombstone rocks. I said, watch them tombstone rocks. Negative. Rock garden. Nope, lost it off the side. Whee! Nope, too out of shape. I have got to take a break. As soon as I find somewhere that's not laden with a whole lot of poison ivy. Well, there's some here, but I can avoid it. Well, just having looked at the map, looks like we are pretty much at the top of the mountain for the most part on this particular hill trail. So the rest of this should be relatively flat or slightly downhill. Either one is acceptable. Looks like we got some decent rock gardens here. They don't look terrible. And of course, when you're riding a new trail, you always have those oh crap moments that you weren't prepared for. All in all, if this were toward the end of the season and I was in better shape, I'd be having a lot more fun on this trail. Whee! That was a fun downhill. Wasn't particularly fast or sharp. It was a nice way to cool off after going up the hill.
That was a lot more comfortable.
Yeah, that was fun going down that. But it's the rock really that limits how much I ride in this park. Because this park is notorious for rock. It's like the Frederick watershed.
Yeah.
You go to the shed, you know you're getting rock.
Actually, a guy I work with was just there a couple weeks ago. He mountain bikes too, but he's like about your age probably. Little guy.
Good center of gravity, them little guys. What did he have to say about the place?
I didn't talk to him about it. Somebody else told me about it.
No.
So I didn't know. Last time I saw him, I didn't know he had been there. I told him my mountain bike. He didn't say, I'm surprised he didn't say anything to me.
That's kind of odd.
Or at least we had a conversation once about it. I don't see him that often. So. Let's go down to a dirt road.
It does. There's a split here. There's a bypass trail that we may end up taking because it'll be a shortcut. Just got to check the map. We elected to go straight on through because it basically just goes out to the road. Now we can take the road back to the campsite.
Good warm up.
Yeah, that was a good first day of riding.
But,
Yeah, brakes are squealing for some reason today.
heard it is a trail that is not so bad.
Holy crap. Well, that ought to cut some of the squealing out of the brakes. We're moving now. Whee! That's one way to put half a mile behind you. Every part of me that sweat on it is now nice and dry. Ha! I hope Joe didn't wipe out back there. Uh-oh, more downhill. That was oh, hey, that's the entrance that goes back up that nasty stone section. I think I'm going to wait here for Joe, and I think I'm going to say goodbye to y'all because basically everything else is just uphill on the road. Y'all stay good and keep the rubber side down.